Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
A young COVID-19 survivor in her 20s received the first successful double lung transplant in America, believed to be the first of its kind to treat the COVID-19 disease. The woman had been healthy otherwise, but her lungs seemed to have been completely destroyed by the coronavirus once she acquired the disease. The surgery took place last week at the Northwestern Memorial Hospital in Chicago, and it took 10 hours to complete, which was several hours longer than they had originally anticipated. The surgery was supposedly even more difficult as the woman's lungs were completely plastered to the tissue surrounding the lungs and had become stuck to the heart, the chest wall, and the diaphragm, according to the surgeons at the hospital. The surgery was led by the Indian origin surgical director Dr. Ankit Bharat, the chief of thoracic surgery at Northwestern Medicine. The patient, who has recovered, still continues to be on a ventilator because even though her new lungs are healthy and functioning, the disease had left her chest cavity so ravaged that her muscles cannot support her breathing for now. However, she is awake and in good spirits, according to the authorities, and has already FaceTimed her family. Bharat also said that the transplant was the patient's only chance of survival due to the extreme levels of damage her body had endured, and that his team wanted others to know that such a surgery, a double lung transplant surgery, could potentially save critically ill COVID patients in the future. However, Bharat did clarify that this wouldn't be safe for every COVID patient, but only for those who are young with no comorbidities or pre-existing conditions. As we've seen in a previous video about lung damage, COVID-19 is a respiratory disease that can cause severe damage to the lungs, starting with pneumonia, where the lungs get inflamed and filled with fluid. We saw in the video in detail about what happens to the lungs after COVID attacks the lungs. The air sacs or alveoli in our lungs get filled with fluid and pus, and this also interferes in exchanging oxygen with the bloodstream. Breathing difficulty is typically experienced when there is an onset of pneumonia. As pneumonia progresses, it could, however, turn into something much more serious called the acute respiratory distress syndrome, or ARDS, which is a form of lung failure. ARDS typically occurs in patients who are already ill and have pneumonia, and it causes severe breathing issues. ARDS patients typically require ventilators to help circulate oxygen in their bodies and the bloodstream, and the disorder could often be fatal. As we know, once a person goes on a ventilator, the odds of them surviving COVID-19 fall very drastically. Many people do survive. For many survivors, recovery from scarred lung tissue and injured lungs takes anywhere from a few weeks to a few months to up to a year and can be extremely arduous. Many patients might require therapy and assistance for weeks or months after recovering from the virus and the damage to the lungs. This double lung transplant that happened was not the first ever double lung transplant. We've actually had lung transplants for a few decades now. A lung transplant in humans was first performed in the University of Mississippi in 1963 after 2 decades of successful and unsuccessful attempts in animals. The 1963 transplant recipient had survived only for 18 days. And for nearly 2 decades after that, attempts at lung transplantation kept failing because the recipient's bodies rejected the new organs. The recipient's own immune systems would typically kick into action and start attacking the new lungs or new organs that were transplanted as if they were a foreign object inside the body, which they technically were. But when new immunosuppressive drugs were developed in the early 80s, patients' immune response could be modulated and tempered, and this led to more successful organ transplants being performed. The cardiopulmonary bypass (CPB) pump, its invention also aided successful surgeries. This involved a machine which would temporarily take over the functions that the heart and the lungs perform in the bodies when those organs were being operated upon or transplanted. The first successful long-term single lung transplant was performed in Stanford University in 1981, and the first successful double lung transplant was performed in Toronto in 1986. Post that, the first heart-lung transplant, where a patient's heart and lungs both are transplanted because of severe cardiac disease, was performed in 1987. Double lung transplant, or a bilateral transplant, is similar to having two lung transplants simultaneously. In fact, both lungs can be simultaneously transplanted, but typically in a bilateral procedure, one lung is first transplanted sequentially before the other. Afterwards, patients are placed in intensive care for monitoring for a few days or weeks, along with ventilator assistance for breathing. Patients are confined to the bed and are fed through tubes as well. Medication is also provided intravenously. Because nerve ends are often cut during a transplant procedure, some side effects occur during recovery, such as the inability to know when to cough. Patients often do not feel chest congestion during recovery and they are unable to sense it. So during recovery, patients are trained to breathe deeply and purposefully cough regularly. Chest tubes are also often used to drain out excess fluids from the lungs. To prevent rejection of transplanted organs further into the future, recovered patients often must continue an immunosuppressive regimen for life at a high risk of contracting other diseases. Therefore, such people are required to exercise extreme amounts of caution and personal hygiene. Transplanted lungs also typically function for about 3 to 5 years before they start to show signs of failure. People with transplanted lungs have survived for over a decade in several cases, but on average, transplanted lungs start to fail in about 5 years. The good news is that such a laborious procedure of a double lung transplant can actually treat several COVID patients at an immediate risk of dying who would otherwise have survived but for the damage to their lungs. What happens after 5 years is a bridge that will cross when we come to it. If you liked this video and you like our science coverage, please do consider contributing to the print. You can find a link for it at the top of our website, or you may do so at theprint.in/contribute. This is Sandhya Ramesh from Bengaluru.